Yeah, but when you talk about, with men, it's more visual. But women, it's definitely the emotional kind of idealizations that we get from romance novels
Yeah.
or rom-coms, like
Yeah.
movies and things where everything is just kind of idealistic,
Yeah.
or we end up kind of loving the idea of this image of what a man is, or what that man is in the book, or whatever, what
Yeah.
this relationship is like.
Yeah.
But it's not reality.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Passion Wife podcast.
We welcome you to hang out with us today.
I'm Hansel.
I'm Natalie.
Okay, so we're talking about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, talking about Valentine's Day, or talking about love.
Well, yeah. It was last weekend, but
Yeah. Didn't get a chance to record. We
yeah,
had a pretty crazy month.
yeah, crazy month, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, Valentine's Day is about the legend of Saint Valentine, who was executed for officiating weddings.
Right.
And, Cupid has nothing to do with it. And people ask, oh, should we celebrate it? We did a video last time about it, so I'll link it up somewhere here. You can click on it if you want to talk about the history and, the origins of Valentine's Day. But since it's past, we want to talk about what Valentine's Day is about.
Right.
And that's about love. What is biblical love?
Yeah, I hate talking about love. I don't know, just when I hear the word love, it's just completely lost its meaning, I think. And no matter who you talk to, like, everyone has a different opinion of what love is.
Yeah.
And especially recently, there's this whole, like, I don't know, love is love thing, and love is whatever I feel like it is. And it's just so wishy-washy. And, like, what really is love?
Yeah.
But we have definitions for it.
Yeah.
In the Bible.
Yeah, we do.
So that's always the best place to go,
Yeah.
look back into, because we know what love is.
Yeah. In fact, Christians had to kind of make up a new term when they experienced the love they felt from Jesus.
Yeah.
So it's very important. Now, I want to address the whole love is love thing. One, you can't define something by itself when you didn't define it in the first
You're
place.
supposed to learn that in elementary school. You
Yeah.
can't have the word in the definition for the word.
Yeah, it's illogical.
Yeah.
But when somebody asks me what a car is, I don't say a car is a car. Well, what's an airplane?
Well, that just means
An airplane's an airplane, bro.
it is whatever it is to me.
Yeah,
And it is whatever it
exactly.
is to you. So
Yeah,
it's meaningless, basically.
Yeah, well, no, it's not meaningless. It's a literary technique to get you to believe me without providing a definition. That's what
Right.
it is. I hope you guys know that. Anyways, what is love? Well, the Bible has a lot to say about love. The most famous verse is in 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7. And 8. I want to just read it, and then we'll talk about the 4 different types of love found in the Bible. So first of all, 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. That's huge. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails.
Yeah.
Man, Paul was so poetic.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I was like, wow.
It's poetry.
Yeah, but there's a lot of truth there. So I want to start off with, a type of love that people demonize. Now, it can be used in a very selfish way, and that's called eros, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, what we're talking about is, in English, we have one word for love.
Yeah.
But in the Bible, there are four. Are there only four, or were there more?
Well,
there are
right
four
now,
main
there's
ones.
four main ones.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll just
so
talk
that's what we're
about
gonna
that.
Talk about.
Yeah, we use the same word love for I love hot dogs, and then I love my wife or I love my mom. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's helpful. So the first one is eros, and it's not necessarily wrong. Now, for the most part, when you see it, people do it the wrong way.
Okay.
Right. So it's where we get the English word erotic. Now, in the institution of marriage, there's nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to want your spouse in and desire your spouse in a sexual way, in a romantic way, right? But when it's outside the bounds of marriage, it becomes evil.
Yeah, I mean, I think it can become evil in any relationship, or but when it becomes obsessive and possessive,
yes, technically,
and like idolatry.
Right. When it goes beyond its intended purpose for building family and loving your spouse. I use that word again. It goes wrong. When the Bible talks about it, it talks about a love that can be bought or sold. Right. It's a cheap type of love. You could trade it in for money. It's described as prostitution. It's described as fornication. So any sexual thing outside of marriage is eros. And what else is there? It's basically that's what it is. It's pretty easy to define. It's a selfish type of love.
Right.
So that right there is. Not controversial at all. Most people accept that. I know today's society, they don't see sex outside of marriage, especially like premarital sex. They don't think it's wrong. But the Bible defines that as pure eros.
Right.
And,
which is sin.
Yeah, it's sin, basically. So that's an easy one. Now, we're going from bottom to, lowest form to highest form here.
Okay.
So the second one is storge. And this one, it describes like an automatic type of love or something familiar. So I know this sounds weird, but it's like when you love your child, right? Usually that's not volitional. It's automatic. It's like, of course you love your child, right?
Yeah. And, C.S. Lewis has written a great book called The Four Loves, which we recommend that you read, that we've read. And he kind of calls the three kind of lower tier types of love natural love.
Natural,
yes. Like you don't have to try to feel these things. You don't have to put effort into doing these. It's kind of it's just in you. And you just feel it and you just do it.
Yeah, it's just going to happen.
So storge is like an innate kind of, I love my child because it's my child, or I love my child, my family, it's just very natural.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that it can't become, sacrificial. We'll talk about that later, because many times parents will sacrifice their own lives for their children, which is one of the highest forms.
Yeah.
Anyways, but going back to storge, I like the definition. A Bible teacher told me, think about your favorite, coat. Think about your favorite shoes. You just slip them on, and the world feels right, and it's just so familiar. They belong on your feet, and like you said, you don't have to do anything to feel good about it. So that's storge, right? So natural, familiar type of love, and that's how it goes. So you could say, I storge hot dogs, right?
Yeah. And I storge my son.
Yeah. So, language isn't perfect, but it's better than just one word. The next one, I think most people will realize that they do this all the time, is philia, right? It's where the city of Philadelphia gets its name from, the city of brotherly love.
Yeah, I was just teaching our third grader about that.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
About Philadelphia.
Philadelphia and the founder of Philadelphia, and they were very serious about brotherly love and being, living in peace with each other and getting along and
right.
Yeah.
So, phileo, it's better than the other two because it's reciprocal, right? Brotherly love, I love you and you love me back, right? That's the type of love most people are trying to get. You know what I mean? Especially we're talking about Valentine's Day. You want to love someone that will love you back, right? Yeah, you get what you pay for, basically, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way relationships should work. It should be reciprocal. I would, as a pastor, I would not officiate a wedding where one person loved the other person, but the other person didn't.
Right. That would be a problem.
It'd be a huge problem. I mean, I've had talks with people who had a boyfriend or a girlfriend that they totally loved, but didn't love them back. Like they say they do, but they don't really live it out. And, that happens a lot. So you can intermix the different kinds of love and not even know it. Like so, you could phileo someone and they could just storge you. It's not equal.
Right.
And the Bible kind of, leans that way when it talks about not being equally yoked, right? And it's very important that you are equally yoked when especially when you decide to marry someone. But even in a dating situation, you don't want to waste time with someone that's not gonna love you. So we need to know these types of things.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like right now, if I'm on social media, it's all the eros is out there, like people just like them because they're hot. Or you know what? I forgot to mention. That's easy because guys are more like visual and they just like someone because they're good looking and they have the right shape or whatever. For the female though, there's eros too.
Yeah.
Well, on Instagram, it's more eros because the guy's rich.
Right.
You don't care what he looks like, but if he has a lot of money, and that's just a perversion of the need for women to have security.
Right.
It becomes greed and it becomes eros actually. But think about those romantic novels.
Yeah.
It's not graphic pornography or anything. But I mean, I've read some that kind of is, but it's more emotional,
right?
And that's eros too. So I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm glad you went back to this because I wanted to mention one more thing about eros love too that we talked about earlier today. But yeah, for when are we allowed to say porn on YouTube?
Yeah, you might have to bleep it. Yeah.
So yeah, but when you talk about porn with men, it's more visual. But women, it's definitely the emotional kind of idealizations that we get from romance novels or rom-coms, like movies and things where everything is just kind of idealistic, or we end up kind of loving the idea of this image of what a man is, or what that man is in the book or whatever, what this relationship is like. But it's not reality.
Right, it's not reality. So it's the same thing. It's a fantasy of something that just really can't happen. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like,
and it makes us dissatisfied with our own relationships and our own real lives.
Right. That's a good principle. If something you consume, maybe you think it's entertainment or something like that, but if that thing is the one of the direct causes of you being dissatisfied with your husband or wife, then cut it off, because now it's not only eros, but it's sin, like straight up. Because you're bound together if you're married, and so don't do it. It's not healthy.
Yeah, it can turn into idolatry. Yeah, and then I wanted to mention, also that when you start to idolize someone in a really unhealthy way, then it's like something really kind of spiritual happens. Yeah, when you connect yourself with that person. Yeah, or when you even mentally or emotionally connect yourself with someone.
Yes.
And we call it a soul tie.
Yeah.
Which isn't directly, specifically in the Bible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's mentioned in a lot of ways in Scripture.
Yeah, and it's not automatically wrong, because
right.
I believe like the Bible doesn't say the word soul tie, but the relationship Jonathan had with David.
Yep, I was thinking about that.
Their souls were tied because they loved each other so much, you know.
Yeah, they made a covenant with each other.
Yeah.
They gave their lives for each other.
Right. And they weren't gay.
Right.
Get that out of your heads right now.
Yeah.
They weren't gay, by the way. Okay. Anyways, we're on brotherly love. Now, we don't want to do a teaching on like what soul ties is right now, but basically you're doing that with the brotherly love type of thing. You're going to do things for each other that you wouldn't do with other people. You would make sacrifices. You would do activities and different things that are close, because you're closer than someone you just feel an affinity to. Like you have a storge type of relationship with someone versus a phileo, which is much closer. And those are great, actually. Most of our friendships that are good are phileo. And we need more of that, actually. We need more of that in the world. Now, I want to get into what 1 Corinthians 13 is talking about. Like the love never fails. Love never, keeps a record of wrongs.
Right.
Type of thing. This is the type of love that they describe Jesus having for them. And that they were trying to emulate in the early church for each other.
Right.
So when Jesus said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, love your neighbor as yourself, he was talking about this type of love, and it's called agape.
They coined a new word
to
describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they didn't. The Greek language only had those three main words, so they had to coin another word called agape. And it's kind of like a crazy type of love because it's volitional, self-sacrificial, but not wanting anything in return.
Unconditional. Did you say that already?
No, I didn't. But yeah. And whoa, what a big ask.
It's a revolutionary concept.
Yeah.
It's not a worldly human concept at all.
Yeah. And the world has never seen it. Right? No,
until Jesus.
Yeah, the Israelites, I think they've seen it because in the Psalms and other places it talks about his everlasting love.
Yes,
his love endures forever.
God is love, so he is agape love. So they experienced some of that.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. The Israelites did.
Yeah.
And then you guys know basic Christianity. They were supposed to bring the knowledge of God to the world, and they failed and they got into idolatry and stuff. But God fulfilled the promise by sending Jesus through that people.
Right.
And then Jesus just kind of put the nail in the coffin on what love is. He defined it by living his life. And I love, I did a live stream last night, and I was talking about, I think it's in Romans 16 or Romans, I can't think of it right now, but Paul was writing about the righteousness of God and how while we were still sinners, right, Christ died for us. And I was explaining, it's not a nonchalant thing, Paul describes it as you were enemies of God, deserving of his wrath. And that's quite a thing, because you think about someone who has hurt you bad, and it could be anything, and I don't want to mention some of these things to trigger anyone, but think about like the worst hurt that someone has done to you. Violation, right? A pure transgression. And you just straight out forgiving them.
Yeah, and giving your life for them.
Giving your life for them. That's crazy.
It goes that far. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, in the same passage, Paul talks about, not many would even die for a righteous man.
Right.
But Christ died for us while we were still his enemies, deserving of wrath. It just blows my mind.
Yeah.
I can't even think of how amazing that is, because, you know, I can say foolishly, I love my kids like Jesus loved us, and I fall woefully short.
Yeah.
You know, I can't even imagine, like, I trade my life in for, you know, hypothetically, let's say that someone came in here and assaulted you and my kids. Me dying for him so that he would not go to hell would be
Unthinkable.
yeah, unthinkable. This is
Yeah.
why I'm not Jesus.
Yeah.
This is why nobody could be
His
Jesus
ways are
Christ.
higher than our ways. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's why he is the Lord. He is the anointed one. He is the Messiah. It's because none of us could have done that. None of us, I believe, we don't even have the capacity to do something like that. And so, you know, I want to put a caveat, though, because some people think agape love is like codependency.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I think we've strayed so far, and we've been so disconnected from what real agape love is.
Yeah.
We've kind of forgotten what it is to live it out day to day.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not just giving my kids whatever they want because I love them so much. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just, you know, letting my friend being a doormat for someone and, you know, letting them walk all over me.
Right.
It's truth also.
Yeah. You have to have truth, because Jesus was not afraid to call out sin.
Right.
I mean, he had harsh words for the religious leaders of the day, the Pharisees and Sadducees, the leader of the Jews, who were basically hypocrites. That was actually him loving them, because he was warning them. He's like, you're making, you know, these people that you're supposed to lead to God, you're making them sons of hell like yourselves. Like, that was pretty harsh. He called them brood of vipers, whitewashed tombs.
Yep.
And so we're not saying, like, stay in a relationship if someone's abusing you,
Right.
or constantly cheating on you. Like, we're not saying that. What we're saying is, love contains grace, but also truth, like you said. Without truth, there's no love. You're just covering up a lie, and that's sin.
Yeah. And then that enables that person to, you know, take advantage of someone else.
Yeah.
So that's really not love.
No.
Let's play the movie. Like, what will happen if this person never faces the truth about what they're doing?
Yeah.
It's damaging.
I hope our audience recognizes the difference, because I think, you know, Satan fools us, because some of us who are very kind-hearted can fall into that trap of letting an abuser keep abusing on the basis of agape love. But it's a deception, because it's not agape love.
Right.
If you let an abuser keep abusing, then you're not agapeing the victim. Right?
Right.
So you got to agape both the perpetrator and the victim. You agape the perpetrator, the violator, by telling him the truth and telling him to stop.
Yeah.
And then you agape the victim by giving them restoration and healing and, you know, those types of things. So I hope people don't understand, like, just, you know, let everyone do sin. You know, we're not like cheap grace people. This is not what grace isn't cheap. It was paid for by the blood of Christ.
Yeah.
So we take it very seriously. And so we really have to make sure we understand how love operates as well, you know, because you can take the concept and then apply it wrongly. So in romantic relationships, I think the Bible is very, very clear, you know, of what we just talked about right now. If you're in a relationship, I mean, you just had Valentine's Day, everything's good, cool, awesome. But if you're in a relationship and maybe you're wondering, you should go with your partner and ask yourselves, do we agape each other? Or am I treating you in a different different way of love than you are treating me?
Or am I loving you just to get something back from you?
Yeah. And that's scary because, evaluating the relationship, defining the relationship, it's scary for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't only expose the other person, but exposes yourself. But without that transparency, there's no intimacy. And without intimacy, there's no love.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much we can go into here, but vulnerability, where you're getting at is vulnerability is really an important part of agape love.
Yeah. Yeah, what's in your heart comes out. And again, I know it's scary for a lot of people because many of us have experienced being vulnerable, sharing our heart, and someone just crushing it. And you go into self-protection mode. I will never let that happen again. Why? Because it's so painful.
Yeah, because you really love the person.
Yeah.
And that's part of what C.S. Lewis talks about too is, because we love, we will be hurt.
Yes. Yes.
And that it kind of just because we live in a broken, fallen world, this is going to happen.
It's just going to happen.
But of course, if we have Jesus and if we're really, attempting to have agape love for each other, then he'll bring healing and he'll be there for us, when we fail each other.
He will.
Because it's going to happen. But because it hurts just means that you really love the person.
Definitely.
And I explain this to my kids, when, grandma and grandpa have to leave and they get sad. And I'm like, I'm sad with them, but at the same time, I tell them, we feel this way because we love them so much.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
It's a very good thing. And it's good that our kids are learning early. But, I mean, for you guys that, that are in relationships, romantic relationships, we pray that's a good one,
Yeah.
Because there needs to be more marriages that are happening. Christian marriages, truthful marriages,
Healthy marriages.
Healthy marriages is what's going to heal our nation, I believe.
Yeah.
And, do your study, man. Like, go to the Bible and see the different types of loves. You get hurt because you love is true. And one of the spiritual gifts, one of the spiritual fruits, one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit is long suffering. So that's another topic for another day. And you need that to love, actually. But with that said, you guys, this has been an amazing conversation with someone that I agape. Hopefully, I think I do.
We do. We both got Jesus.
Yeah, amen. Amen.
Fill in the gaps.
Yeah. So, you guys, remember to agape each other. We love you all. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yep.
And, YouTube's going to share another video. We love you all. Godspeed and God bless. Bye.
We agape you.
Yeah.